Harvesting our Marquette grapes and ask a lot of our customers and our biggest fans to come out and help us. That's why all these people are here. When all is said and done after this, we will be making Marquette wine. Pretty easy. We just go through, we have these little clippers here, and we just literally just clip them right off. And then we make sure that no leaves or any of the stuff get into the bins. So it's all hand harvested, which a lot of wineries will use machine harvesting to pick their grapes. Here it's all hand harvested, so you get the highest quality fruit going into the bin. So it's really neat. They're called Northern Climate grapes or cold hardy grapes, and they were developed out of the University of Minnesota. And basically they can withstand temperatures of 40 below zero. We don't have to bury them or do anything special in the wintertime to them. They can stay out here. They're extremely disease resistant, so a lot of diseases that would normally affect vinifera varieties, these hybrids can kind of withstand a lot of that stuff. So that's what makes them. On top of that, they're producing wines that taste like they're 10-year-old and 15 and 20-year-old vintages, and they're new varieties that no one's ever had before. So I feel like we're sort of pioneering all of these grapes.
So we take all of the grapes that we harvested out in the vineyard and we move them into these big tubs here, and then they'll move the tubs over to the crusher in December, and it'll sort the grapes and it takes the stems off it. And you can see those in there, and it'll just crush them lightly. And then for red wines, what we do is we leave the skins right with the wine, right with the juice, so that way it adds the color to the wine. And then once we're done with that, we'll move it over to our bladder press, and that'll squish the juice from the skins, and then we put it inside to make wine.
These are actually getting ready to pitch yeast on them. We certain reds, more the dry reds, we will crush and destem them into open bends and ferment them on the skins. And what that does is it draws out a lot of the tannins and flavors and the complexity in the grapes. We'll leave them in here till for 4 or 5 days. And then while they're still fermenting, when they get up, they'll get up to about 80 degrees or so. Then we put them in the press and we press them out and let them finish fermenting in tanks or in barrels, depending on the kind of wine that whatever barrel they're destined to, or whatever bottle they're destined to, or the type. So some of our higher end wines, they'll go right into barrels and sit for 1 year to 2 years. And then there's some of this juice will go into stainless steel tanks, and that'll be wine that people will be enjoying next summer.
This is Hungarian oak, and it's fermenting right now. You can see the bubbles. Oh no, it's not going quite yet. But it's vodka, and carbon dioxide is being released from the barrels in the fermentation process. Sugar plus yeast equals alcohol, carbon dioxide, and heat. So this is the bottling machine. It does 1,400 bottles an hour. It's really neat to see how it's working.
And we grow several varieties. This vineyard in particular is Marquette. Last weekend we harvested Frontenac, which is a red grape that we make our infamous Twisted Sister with. And then we also do a dry Frontenac. We also harvested a couple weeks ago Le Crescent, which makes a white wine. It's really nice. We harvested Frontenac Blanc, which is a brand new variety that we've made the very first commercial bottling of in the entire world that nobody else has. And then we also harvested a white wine called Frontenac Gris, which is a lot like a Pinot Gris, but a lot more fruity and really nice white wine.